So then what we have now is we have two forces, desire and resistance. And when you have a lot of desire and a lot of resistance, we're gonna do an example of this in a minute. When you have a lot of desire and a lot of resistance, that's awful. Because you're saying, oh, I really want, but I can't have it. I really want to be whole, but I have to be separate. I want to be loving in the world, but I'm pissed all the time. So you can't live up to your desire because resistance doesn't like it. So these clash. So this is like running into a tree at 100 miles an hour. Now if I run into a tree at this speed, 10 miles an hour, a lot of desire but low resistance, I won't make such an impact on the car or the tree. So, so this is very combative and conflicting and hard, and we call this suffering. So what do you imagine this would be? Again, high desire and almost no resistance. What do you suppose that would be? How would that feel?
Joy.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
With nothing to constrain. Just creation after creation after creation. Because you're going to be in your highest joy, that's what creates, and you're going to be out of your resistance, that's what slows down creation. All right, how about this one? How's that going to feel?
Flat.
Neutral.
Yeah, kind of low desire, but low resistance. Yeah, kind of
Not
flat.
very alive.
Not very flat. But not a lot of pain.
Relaxed.
Because, yeah, maybe even content. I don't know, would you say that that would be content? You don't have a lot of desire, but you don't have the resistance either. You can just kind of be in the world and still not have a lot of desire, but you don't have a lot of resistance, and so you don't need to be doing anything. So that kind of like might feel like contentment. So we did this one, and we did this one. What about this one? No, we did this one. What about this one?
Total resistance? Or no
A
desire?
lot of resistance, no
Ooh,
desire.
anxiety
Uh-oh.
and tension.
Not gonna be as bad as this,
Yeah.
but the higher resistance, the more pain.
It's gonna be like anger or something?
Disappointed,
Or bitter, maybe?
maybe because you don't feel like you can have anything, you don't have a desire. But you know, this was so painful that some people in the world, instead of knowing how to lower their resistance to feel better, they lower their desire.
So that's actually the
And-
worst world, because, you know, it's not
You-
even,
you're
the
denying
desire is,
yourself.
it's like you're totally shut down in a way.
It is in a way. This has more contrast to it, but this is like batting your head against a wall.
Right,
You're
this-
But at
you're
least you
batting
have-
yourself against a pillow now.
But like when you're like this, at least you have the hope
Yeah,
of
the
breaking
desire.
through, because the desire is so strong.
Okay,
I-
see it that way?
I would say that's in danger of getting sick.
Yeah.
Low desire, high
Oh,
resistance.
absolutely. That
Cause you
would result-
you aren't living your life.
Yeah. You're not taking care of yourself, you're kind of flat and maybe even depressed here.
Right.
Because there's a lot of resistance and flat desire. That can feel really bad. So now, do you wanna run them through the exercise of putting, did you do it before?
I will play with it.
We
I can
we
do it
did,
again.
in the instructor group,
Yeah.
we did a
The one that we
experiential.
did with,
Yeah.
the somatic one.
Yeah, so, we need two
Okay.
groups of 3. Or just do it one at a time? You wanna do that one at a time, or do you wanna break it up into 2 groups? Let's do it one at a time. You lead the first one,
Okay.
and you lead the second one. So we need 3 people, so you all will be able to experience this. We'll do it several times, so you all will experience.
Yeah.
And that's when you can-
No, I'm not one of the 3 people.
Oh, okay.
Cause I'm just directing. So, who wants to be the resistance?
I'll be the resistance.
Resistance, and then who wants to be the desire? Okay, desire, so you get to be the person.
Okay.
So, you're going to stand behind Anadeva and put your hands right here. and then you're the resistance, so you stand right in front of him. So we're gonna experience this in different ways. So the first one is going to be having high desire, which means you're gonna push, and high resistance, so
So
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna push you?
Yes. Okay, so just notice what that feels like. Both of you, high desire, high resistance. Okay, so now we're gonna let go of the desire and the resistance is still gonna be there.
Oops, what did I do?
Okay, so notice what that feels like, to not have the desire but to have the resistance pushing against you. And now we're going to bring the desire back and let go of the resistance, so you're gonna have high desire with low resistance. And you can move too, if you notice what that feels like with high desire and no resistance.
I like that.
Alright,
And then was there one more? There's one more.
low desire and low resistance.
No desire, no resistance.
Yeah, you're right, it feels like contentment, kind of ease.
So now are we gonna
Yeah,
switch?
switch them around.
Okay,
And then,
so everyone switch this
I'll be
one.
the
So you're the
person.
desire. Okay. Well, actually, no. So you get to be the desire and you get to be the resistance, because that way, Ellen's not
Everybody
doing the
does
same
everything.
thing.
Yep, got it.
Okay, so we will start with high desire and high resistance. And just notice what that feels like. Okay, and so now we'll let go of the desire, but still have the resistance there. Notice the differences. Okay, and now we'll bring the desire back. And we'll let go of the resistance. So now there's desire with no resistance.
So you wanna be going, you wanna be moving, using your desire to move anywhere you wanna go and nothing's stopping you. How's that?
Yep, that's great.
With no resistance. And then, no desire but no resistance. So now you can still go wherever you want, but you don't have anything moving you.
She doesn't have any desire to go anywhere, right?
You don't have any desire. So you could, but you don't have the desire.
Right.
So notice that.
Yeah, it's comfortable, but
Yeah.
not very dramatic
No.
or something, yeah.
Mhm.
So then whatever role you guys didn't play yet.
I did, that person.
And so high desire and high resistance.
It's very destabilizing.
And now you don't have any desire, but you have resistance. So no desire to move anywhere, but you have this thing you're pushing against. And now we'll do high desire, but no resistance. So your desire can push you to wherever you wanna go, and you're not resisting anything.
This is nice, having someone help me walk, right?
Yeah, that's what your desire does, it gives you the energy.
Yeah,
Got
can you
it.
do this all day?
That's important, thank you. And now, no desire, but no resistance.
Can't resistance push you back as well?
Well, if the goal is to move forward, then the resistance is pushing you against in the wrong direction. So what you wanna be doing in this is moving forward. So we're gonna do it again, only you're gonna guide us, and I want you to have an experience of this too, so Elaine will guide us through the 4 steps and we'll play this out with you.
It was interesting that Ellen pushed against the resistance, so that makes sense.
Yes, that's the Aikido stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't wanna push against resistance.
So
I
you're
was
the
just-
person?
Yeah, I want her to experience
Okay.
all 3 places as well, alright,
So the person,
Desire.
desire and resistance.
resistance.
So high desire and high resistance.
No, You can't do it.
Keep
No,
going.
he can't do
Keep
it.
going.
No,
He
he's
has
not
to do it.
able. He's not
Keep going.
capable.
Keep going.
No.
Okay. Now, low desire and high resistance. So you don't really have desire to do anything, but there's a lot of resistance.
You're not
to-
gonna go anywhere. I don't care if, you know, she doesn't care, but you're not going anywhere. No, 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 no. No. All right.
Now, like low desire, you don't really want to do anything, and there's really no resistance to that either.
And we're both saying whatever, really, aren't we? All right.
Now, high desire and low resistance. Like you have this passion, and you're just doing it.
Like that. From somewhere.
It's interesting that I feel left out. I don't like this scenario because I'm not the ego and I'm not in control. And I feel abandoned, actually.
Are we gonna do the other ones or no?
What did we do? Did we do them all? Oh, I just needed him to.
You just
for
needed to do that
the
one.
inside.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an interesting insight that I had though when I played the resistance and I wasn't being called upon to do my job. I was really out of control and it just felt like, whoa, where is my sense of self here? The ego doesn't like to be left out.
Yeah, what came up for me when there was no desire, no resistance, I kind of felt stagnant.
Yeah.
I didn't like that feeling. I wasn't going anywhere. You know, it's kind of like almost just like the threshold into like I don't know.
Well, for me, stagnant would still have resistance,
Yeah.
but it just wasn't very loud.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have any resistance, then you don't have any, and it's just all is well, just the way it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to change. I don't need the desire and I don't need resistance. I can just be with whatever comes. So it can be a place of kind of satisfaction, but if you perceive me in any way, that's gonna cut back on that sense of satisfaction. Yeah.
Maybe with low desire and low resistance, I'm open to the forces of the universe moving me.
Yeah, and you'll probably pick up desire real quickly because you have no desire. You know, I have to go to the bathroom, all of a sudden I got a desire. And guess what? No resistance, so I go. I need a drink of water. I want a piece of chocolate. So all of a sudden desire can kick in and resistance doesn't show up. And so you're gonna go ahead and get yourself fulfilled or unfilled, either one.
I think also for me that combination, low desire and low resistance, was an important category for me because I never had that experience before and I never gave myself permission to value that category. So, you know, it's a recent thing that came up, but for me it was my life journey to really be comfortable with just being content and just being and not needing anything from the world. So it was really, it's just comfortable, at the same time it was profound to
Yeah.
me.
I'm wanting to be in the world with little as resistance and let desire go up and down. In one moment, you know, you wanna go to a movie? Oh, yeah. So, no, not particularly. So desire can, but resistance is not there. I know I can't have that and I know resistance is important. Because without resistance, I can't know what I want. So I'm just saying, I value it, and yet I don't want to live my life creating any unnecessary resistance for myself. There'll be resistance enough, there's 14.7 pounds of pressure against my body in every square inch. You know, I feel my humanness and I feel my weakness, and so it's just that I just don't want to create any extra resistance than I have to. And I don't want to respond to any of your invitations for me to be resistant. I don't think nothing you do is important enough for me to constrict for. And that's what the world begins to look like, is there's nothing of higher priority than my flow and my ease. And nothing, why would I give you the power to take that away from me? Because the only way I can do that is to make you more important than my flow. Why do we do it? Because we were taught to do it. Because we were trained, and we've got an overactive ego whose job it is to continue to create resistance. So then all of a sudden, the whole world becomes less important than your commitment to none or to low resistance.
I think with what came up for me kind of like shows me my inexperience in a way, and how I've been conditioned to have an agenda. You need to be doing something. You can't just stand
Yes.
here. And yeah, that's why that negative type feeling, like
Right.
oh, I feel stagnant. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I need to be doing something. You know.
So every piece of work you're doing with a client is not about the topic.
Yeah.
It's not about the uncle. It's about how do they release resistance so that they can have more flow and create the life they want, the life of low resistance that they want. Every piece of work is about us helping clients get to the point where they can be that way in the world. We came here to be total creators. We came here to be total joyful. We came here to explore and play with the contrast in the universe. And the degree to which we resist that is to the degree to which we cut into the quality of our lives. And so we want to help people who've already cut into the quality of their lives release whatever that is.
I think for me, contentment, low desire, and low resistance came first. So I think what happened was that as soon as I let go of doing things because I have to, so there was a low desire to no longer pursue things that the world was telling me or I felt like I should do. So all of a sudden, just kind of let go of everything and just being, so that I just been content. So when I was able to let go and no longer feel pushed or be pushed to do things that outside world think I should, then it gave me a space for my inner desire that I could now listen and free, and there's a space for my true inner desire to come out. Then I am, just moving forward with that desire.
Yes, that's so powerful to remember that it's the inner desire, it's not the outer. It's not that I wanted to own a car out of a status symbol. That would be an outer desire. It was an inner desire to be in more harmony with nature and to move through the world in a unique, fun way. That was an inner desire. So egoic desires won't work.
Yeah, I like that way of saying it better. Egoic desire versus like inner
Being desire
being
or something.
desire, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say my main job was to resist life. That's what I was trained to do.
And to settle for what you got, and you're not anything special. Everybody suffers. It's just the life. You pay taxes, and what's the other thing you have to do?